An easy departure from Caldwell to one of our regular venues for a pair of shows, but the return challenged me to break one of my softer rules. This episode is about strategy and what's in your toolbox. It's another episode of Life in the Fast Lane. I'm John Weisswasser, pilot and drummer for Eaglemania. Follow me as I explore the practical use of general aviation while I travel the country with the world's greatest tribute to the Eagles. This is Life in the Fast Lane. This episode of Fastlane brings Eaglemania to the Lavoie Theater in Millville, New Jersey. This will be our 6th time at the Lavoie, and it's one of those places that we always seem to do well at in terms of ticket sales with very little effort. And this particular trip is special because we'll be the first show that they will have had since the coronavirus really hit about a year ago. Because of social distancing requirements, many of these venues have been allowed to open at reduced capacity. And in order to make up for the costs associated with production, we end up doing 2 shows instead of just 1, and each show is shorter than what we would ordinarily do. In this case, it was 2 shows, each with 2 45-minute sets, which made for a long day with no possibility of returning at the end of the evening. I didn't have Eric, my usual drum tech, with me, so given a 3 p.m. sound check and a noon load-in, I aimed to get there around 1 p.m. I opted for Millville Airport, an airport I visited before on Fastlane, which is an uncontrolled field west of Atlantic City with good services and long runways. And the drive to get there would take about 2.5 hours, so I had until about 10:30 in the morning to make a decision to fly or not. Those of you that have been following this channel know that I present the good, the bad, and the ugly. The show dates are fixed, and the flying has to revolve around it, and in this case, the flying couldn't have been simpler. Looking at the METARs for both locations, both were showing clear and calm conditions. TAFs were no less benign, with clear skies and easy winds at both ends of the trip. This was due to a large dome of high pressure centered almost precisely over Millville and occupying most of the entire East Coast. The SIPFIP and the turbulence forecasts offered nothing of any concern at almost any altitude, so I went ahead and filed for a 16 Zulu departure using ForeFlight's suggested routing. Alve intersection, the first waypoint, is the often used gate for traffic out of Caldwell going south.
99 Delta Alpha is cleared to Millville on departure left turn heading 180 radar vectors Alve, Cold Snack, White, Victor 1, Annabelle, direct 2000, 160 at 10, 12855, squawk on release, and I'll give you a call when I have the current ATIS ready to taxi 9 Delta Alpha.
99 Delta Alpha, readback is correct. Taxi.
Bravo.
1493 Echo, Caldwell ground. Go ahead and start your roll. Taxi with me via Delta.
Via Delta, 93 Echo, thank you.
When was the last time we flew?
Over a year ago.
Has it been that long? Right? There were. We go to New Hampshire together for.
Yes, we did. So last July.
Yeah. Wow.
Runway 28, taxi via
That's
Alpha.
crazy.
I know. You've flown a lot though. You fly all the time.
All the time. Clear for takeoff 22. Thank you. 9 Delta Alpha.
Oh, here we go.
Sky 2461 Papa,
right,
Caldwell
good.
Tower, wind calm, runway 28, clear for takeoff.
60 knots.
61 Papa. Runway 28 clear for takeoff, 61 Papa.
Tower 906 to beam the numbers, touching go 22.
Sky 9061, departure up 28 prior to your arrival, runway 22, clear touch and go.
Clear touching go 22, copy the departure up 28 906.
We'll get into traffic. Hey. And 9 Delta Alpha, you want me over to departure?
Meridian 9 Delta Alpha 8, firm to contact departure 119.2.
See you, 9 Delta Alpha. Departure, good morning, Meridian 99 Delta Alpha, so 1,500 climbing 2,000, 180.
9 Delta Alpha, I'm going to maintain 5,000 radar contact.
5,000, 9 Delta Alpha.
Flightjet 597.
Right over,
flying 280,
Newark.
Maintain 10,000.
280, 10,000, Flightjet 597.
9 Delta Alpha, proceed direct Elvay.
Direct Elvay, 9 Delta Alpha.
.com 5347, departure 12475.
2475, take care.
9 Delta Alpha, contact departure 12475.
2475, 9 Delta Alpha, so long.
Departure low, .com 5347, 6000, heading the red LB.
.com 5347, New York, climb to 11,000, speed 250.
And New York, good afternoon, Meridian 929 Delta Alpha, 5000, direct Elvay.
99 Delta Alpha, New York, you can expect higher about 20 miles. 3059.
3059, thank you, 9 Delta Alpha. And New York Center, Meridian 929 Delta Alpha, 7900, climbing 11,000, direct white.
Meridian 929 Delta Alpha, New York, Center. Atlantic City altimeter 3059 higher in a couple minutes.
59er, thank you, 9 Delta Alpha.
Contact Washington Center 121.02.
Alright, well, here we are.
121.02, crypto 1.
So we're not going any higher than this, 16,000.
November 929 Delta Alpha, descend and maintain 11,000.
Down to 11,000, 9 Delta Alpha.
9850, cross Cameron at 11,000, 250 knots, Kennedy altimeter 3059.
As soon as we got
Cross
there,
Cameron 11, 250,
time to go down.
9850.
Washington Center, good afternoon, Meridian 929 Delta Alpha, so 15,000, descending 11,000.
Alright, number 929 Delta Alpha, Washington Center, Roger, descending 11,000, thank you. The Atlantic City altimeter 3059, I'll lower here shortly.
Hey, 59ers, thank you, 9 Delta Alpha.
Millville Municipal Airport. Automated weather observation 1535 Zulu. Wind 060 at 08. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 08 Celsius. Dew point minus 08 Celsius. Altimeter 3059er.
Okay,
Millville
06088.
Municipal Airport.
Oh.
Yes, 121.37 for JetBlue 773.
The ILS to 10. How do we do that?
Number 929 Delta Alpha, descend and maintain 8,000.
8,000, 9 Delta Alpha.
Number 929 Delta Alpha, contact the Atlantic City approach 124.6.
2469 Delta Alpha, so long.
There.
Atlantic City, good morning, Meridian 929 Delta Alpha, 12,500, descending 8,000.
There 929 Delta Alpha, approach altimeter 3058, descend and maintain 5,000. Just verify the weather at Millville, you can expect the visual approach.
Okay, we'll down to 5,000. We have the weather NOTAMs in Millville, and we'd like a practice ILS to 10 for 9 Delta Alpha.
There 9 Delta Alpha, Roger, you can expect that.
All right, so briefing this approach, it's the ILS to 10.9, which we have in there, and it's 1900 on the outside, cross Lady, and down to 347. The mist is a climb to 550 and a left turn, direct.
November 9 Delta Alpha, fly heading 270 vector for descent.
270, 9 Delta Alpha. It turned to 180.
November 9 Delta Alpha, fly heading 180.
180, 9 Delta Alpha. Say I didn't tell you. The next turn's going to be 1 or 130, something.
November 650, show one target, 2 miles south.
Intercept.
Cross speed, altitude case 1,300, ready to turn cross speed, fire frequency change first. November 9 Delta Alpha, 5 miles from land, flight 130, maintain 2,000 left up on the localized cleared island, runway 13 approach to Millville Airport.
Okay, 130, 2,000 Delta established, cleared for the approach, 9 Delta Alpha. We're cleared for the approach. That's when I press the approach button. That tells it, the autopilot, to follow the glide slope down.
Right. And when do you put the as
As soon as I intercept the glide slope, that's when I put it. Which at our altitude should be just before Lady. Lady, you would intercept this at 1,900 feet. I mean, we're at 2,000, so it'll be a third of a mile. So now I see this needle coming in. Okay.
Yeah, I see
so now I'm just tracking to make sure that the autopilot is capturing that, which it has.
The runway right in front of us.
That's right. We're going to wait for the glide slope to come alive, which it has. I'm going to start just dialing back the power a little bit. Okay, and then as soon as this GS, where it says GS up here, as soon as that starts, it'll go inside and it'll turn green and it'll start blinking. That means that the autopilot has captured glide slope, and that's the cue to lower the gear and start configuring for landing. It's a short final. It's only 5 miles, so I'm going to...
Number 9 Delta Alpha 14 station, roger. This transfer will be flight service.
Wants me to cancel now. We'll go ahead and cancel with you now, 9 Delta Alpha.
Number 9 Delta Alpha, IFR cancellation proceeds and ready to serve service. Block VFR, frequency change proceeds.
Hey, VFR, thanks for your help, 9 Delta Alpha.
Thank you.
You can switch over. Yep. Yep, runway. Okay.
The traffic
So now I'm just waiting for, there we go. Oh, it just started blinking? Okay, so now that means the gear comes down. And I hold my hand on it to make sure. We got 3 in the green, 10 of flaps, manual, and it's uncontrolled field, so landing light on. And we're below flaps 2, we'll add another notch. Okay, and a final check, manual, lights. 8 degrees of flaps, 3 green, 0. Millville traffic, Meridian is about 3.5 miles out on the straight in, runway 10 at Millville. Okay, and we're indicating 114 knots, and our ground speed's 104, which means we do have a headwind, which is good. Atlantic City off in the distance. Right ahead.
Totally.
East Coast City of Sin. We're playing there?
Are we ever playing there again, though?
I don't think so. Alright, so our minimums are 350. The Pappy on the left of the runway. Alright, let's add another notch.
500.
I'm coming off the autopilot.
Minimums.
This was going to be an unusual show and a very long day. 2 shows, each with 2 45-minute sets in one day at a medium-sized theater, the Lavoie, where we have played each of the last 6 years.
This is actually our first live event in 1 year and 1 week exactly.
Katie Kiesling is one of the directors of the Lavoie.
March 13th of 2020, and we are so excited to have a live event here.
Right.
And we're even more excited to have the Lavoie fan favorite Eaglemania here. Like, y'all are one of, if not our Lavoie fans, like, absolute favorite band. So we are so excited that you guys are here.
Thank you. 2 shows, Lavoie Theater. This is what, our maybe 5th time here?
Something like that, yeah.
5th time.
Our poster is on the wall, so that's got to count for something.
Exactly. Good posters, too.
Great
Middle
posters.
of the room.
Oh, yeah, the real ones, the big...
5th time in this room. The last time we were here, we spent like 3 shows. Yeah, $15,000 on lighting and all sorts of backline production for an EPK that actually came out okay.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Yeah.
So it's this is a nice spot for us.
Every time we walk in, we kind of go, oh, yeah. Yeah. First of all, right from jump, we got issues.
What's that?
The drummer.
Like much of what's transpired over the past year, Even though the audience was dramatically reduced in size, the energy and the fun in delivering yet another Eaglemania show was no less exciting or reinvigorating. Just seeing these guys is always worth the price of admission for me.
Roll with the punches, take things a week, a month, a couple months at a time. We've had to, unfortunately, reschedule a lot of events, postpone a bunch of things. We have such an incredible audience base here that they've supported us through all of it. They've been so generous in their donations and keeping a hold of their tickets through the third, fourth rescheduling of a concert. So it's been hard to see a place like this be so quiet for so long. Like, that is not what a performing arts venue should ever be.
Jake Gector, bass player extraordinaire.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm excited. I hear that this first show is just about sold out.
Yeah.
Albeit that is limited capacity due to COVID, but
whatever. We'll kill it.
Yeah, we're still gonna give them a great show. I'm excited.
We had to put, quite a few of us have been furloughed. I mean, I technically am on 20% time. We needed to do what we had to now to make sure that when it is safe, which it is getting to be, we see that light at the end of the tunnel, that we're able to reopen fully to the capacity that we were before and go back to offering this community the music and theater and, you know, the live entertainment that they really, really have come to love and appreciate here. Right. Through most of November, actually, we have shows booked, and then we're going to see how tonight goes, and as we continue to ease into this reopening, and then rocking and rolling the way that we were before.
Right.
The next morning, the weather over my route was dominated by the same high-pressure area. METARs were showing perfect VFR conditions at both ends, clear and calm. And not surprisingly, the forecast at both ends was for it to stay that way. And finally, just for the sake of completeness, because I always want to disclose the full briefing, there was no forecasted ice or turbulence along my route. Basically, it was about as perfect a day as you could possibly get. So the real issue became, do I break with my routine of always picking up an IFR clearance, or should I go VFR? VFR makes me a little uncomfortable in the Meridian. It's really not designed for VFR flight, the speeds being what they are, and the forward visibility nothing like what I'm used to in the RV. I've nearly always flown the Meridian on a clearance. This was one of those instances where it made more sense to go VFR. Here are the top 4 routes from 4Flight's suggested routing. And knowing how things work in this airspace, I knew I would be kept low and could expect anything other than a direct route. Alternatively, a VFR semi-direct route, and I say semi-direct because I would fly to the east to avoid Philly's Class B during the climb, would allow me to stay higher and cut the flight time in half. And with advisories, which, if I was in the teens, I knew they would give me, I could stay with and take the advantage of radar services. But just to keep my options open, I went ahead and filed an IFR flight plan with the intent of never using it.
Millville traffic, Meridian is going to be taking runway 10, departing to the northeast at Millville, and we'll look for the inbound Archer from the east. How great VFR is. We're sitting out waiting for a release.
Millville traffic says the 37 Hotel is a 3.5 miles straight in, runway 10, will break off if other traffic is in the pattern.
Millville traffic, Archer 41 Victor is just entering a left downwind for runway 10 now. We will go
60.
number 2 behind the time 37 Hotel.
Thank you, 37 Hotel.
Okay, perfect.
Alright, let's switch over now. Atlantic City, Meridian 929 Delta Alpha.
Number 929 Delta Alpha, Atlantic City approach.
Yes, good morning, Meridian 929 Delta Alpha's Piper Meridian just off of Millville, climbing through 3,500 for 15,500 VFR to Caldwell, New Jersey.
Number 2 Delta Alpha, Roger, squawk 0557 on ident.
0557 Delta Alpha.
Number 929 Delta Alpha, radar contact about 5 miles north of the Millville Airport, 5,000. For now, maintain VFR at or below 7,000.
Okay, at or below 7,000 for 9 Delta Alpha. Alright, well that scrubs that plan.
You're not going to get any higher than 7,000.
Well, I mean, like, I could insist, because we're VFR, can do whatever we want, but I'm doing him a favor. We just got cleared to climb to 15,500. And the other reason for doing this, other than just the fuel economy, is that there's less traffic at that altitude.
Number 9 Delta Alpha, contact New York Center 118.97.
118.97 Delta Alpha, so long. 18.97. Okay.
2196,
Now we can go direct now to that. Here Center, good morning, Meridian 929 Delta Alpha's 8,800 climbing 15,500 VFR direct to Caldwell via HOPAD.
929 Delta Alpha, New York Center, Roger, Atlantic City altimeter 3056. And if you would, please change to my frequency 12532.
12532, thank you, 9 Delta Alpha. And New York, Meridian 929 Delta Alpha with you.
Thank you.
I know I want to be at about 25.
9 Delta Alpha, there's traffic off at your 9 o'clock and about 10 miles eastbound right at the moment at 12,000 is an Embraer jet.
Okay, we're looking at 9 Delta Alpha. So we want to be at 2,500 feet. That waypoint. Oh, I just...
1319, cross Solberg at flight level 280.
Call certification Oscar 1253 Zulu, wind calm, visibility 10, clear below 12,000. Temperature 42.4, altimeter 3058. Localizer runway 22, approaching you, center runway 22, right traffic, depart runway 282.
It's just funny, in the RV, I wouldn't even think twice about going VFR. Like, it's just so second nature. It just seems so foreign in this plane to do that. I literally can count on one hand the number of times I've done this.
Yeah.
But there are just certain times when it just makes sense, and a day like today where it's so beautiful out, it just doesn't, you know, sitting there waiting for release and then getting wacky routing, just doesn't make any sense. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and dial in our target altitude. In New York, Meridian 929 Delta Alpha is 15,000, descending 2,500 direct VFR direct to Caldwell via HOPAD.
929 Delta Alpha, New York approach, New York altimeter 3059.
59, thank you, 9 Delta Alpha. Just got cleared into the Class Bravo at 3,500 direct.
8,000. 1456, left turn direct to Colts Neck, departure 120.850.
It's like a little beehive of activity.
Completely.
It's all right. I mean, I don't see any of them either. And this is why the RV is such a better airplane, because you would see them. It just really, just the visibility in here is not designed for VFR flying.
3570 New York departure, radar contact, climb maintain 11,000.
That's 9 Delta Alpha has the field in sight.
9 Delta Alpha, okay, radar service terminated. Keep the code, contact Caldwell Tower 198.
Thanks for your help, 9 Delta Alpha, over to tower. Call Tower Meridian 929 Delta Alpha is just over Morristown, inbound with Oscar.
Meridian 929 Delta Alpha, Caldwell Tower, right down runway 22, report midfield.
Right down one for 22, give you midfield, 9 Delta Alpha. Activate vectors to final. Okay, so we have a traffic.
Traffic, 1 o'clock, low, less than 1 mile.
Meridian 9 Delta Alpha, traffic just below you to your right side, you probably won't be able to see him. 1,200 indicated as a Cessna and extended downwind at Morristown.
Okay, we're looking. Thank you, 9 Delta. Yep. It's 500 below us. It's alright. We're gonna stop our descent right here.
Meridian United Delta Alpha, yeah, traffic no factor now, pass behind you on the base.
Got it, thank you, 9 Delta Alpha.
Full wind calm, runway 22, clear to land.
Clear to land 22, 9 Delta Alpha.
Meridian United Delta Alpha, traffic says departs to a priority arrival.
Roger that, thank you, 9 Delta Alpha. Alright. Let's start our base. Okay, manual, lights. Ops, we got a couple more notches to go. Gears 3 in the green, pressurization's down to 0. Okay, we got full flaps, 3 in the green.
500.
Cessna 60, Papa, free change approved.
Minimums.
Coming up on Fastlane, join me on a trip to Leesburg, Virginia for a weekend full of shows and solid IFR flying, and I get to fly what is arguably the Tesla of general aviation to minimums.
That's fantastic.
And 9 Delta Alpha, Charlie T's. Thank you.
Meridian United Delta Alpha, Roger, turn left at Delta, taxi the ramp via Delta. Welcome back, have a good day.
Thank you. And left on Delta with you.